And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity Tag titles. Guys, I cannot overstate the importance of this match here tonight.
Of course not, Michael. Anytime the tag titles are on the line, the match takes on a whole new level of importance.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Aaron and Amber Storm. And their opponents, the team of Lexis King and JC Jane.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champ's game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase, and instead, we had the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things.
Ouch. Let's go behind. Breaker.
No.
Lands the crossbody. Oh, God. That looked devastating. Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
Punch right in the head.
Uh-oh.
Nice drop kick.
It's hard to replicate the passion that's displayed here in NXT.
Such hunger and talent on the black and gold brand. You know you're in for a good match. Ooh, he fends that off.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful.
That kind of agility is something that just might get the champ shook. When the challenger can come at you from all angles, that makes for a very dangerous situation.
Tag, here we go. Ooh! Turned it around with a reversal.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity Tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity Championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it firsthand at the draft, remember? It should be all hands on deck.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from North
with the NWO shirt.
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance.
A fashion explanation will have to wait because this match won't.
Stand up and pay respect to the master.
And his opponent, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Gable's recently taken a whole new class under his wing, and they're much better than those old losers. Chad Gable is a paragon of athleticism.
And Chad Gable leads his students by a brutal example. I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
We'll just try. Being a professional, Saxton, it's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches.
Collar and elbow. Oh, boy, making a statement with that shove.
Back elbow.
We've got the arm trapped. Looking for the maestro cradle.
Oh, my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
Could be in search of a second win now.
Oh, and it's reversed.
There's the bulldog.
Choke slam sends them crashing.
In position, ready to strike. Terrible position for Gable. Precision offense into the pin. This could be it.
It's over, all in a night's work.
Here is your winner,
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That is a powerful call to arms, but as the former #1 draft pick, some might say you're as establishment as it gets. How do you reconcile that with calling for this new direction?
Being the #1 pick gives me a platform. My position lets me bridge the gap between the establishment and the rebels. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to build better. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better explain. I made you the #1 draft pick because I trusted you to be a cornerstone for WWE, not spearhead a whole new rebellion.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
I would have had I known you'd get this upset. Trust me, Pierce. I'm Team WWE. I'm going to shake NXT up from the inside and give us the upper hand. Just let this play out.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's working.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Norfolk, Virginia, weighing in at 240 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions,
He's not just emulating the New World Order, he's declaring war on Mutiny with Joe Coffey and Shotzi by his side. All proudly NWO.
Any enemy of Mutiny is a friend of mine, Corey, and he is clearly rallying powerful allies.
are drawn as the new NWO faces Mutiny right now.
This dude is one of the most impressive young superstars we've seen.
Braun Breaker on a meteoric rise in WWE.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker!
Breaker has had a meteoric rise in this in-ring career, both in NXT and on the main roster.
Yeah, Breaker firmly believes that actions speak louder than words. And he likes to let his actions do the talking every time he enters the building.
Well, Braun Breaker's never afraid to keep the fight going even after the bell's rung. Braun is never afraid to put superstars on the shelf.
All about asserting himself as the top dog in this business.
Just look at Breaker's face. The intensity of this man is palpable.
Braun looks ready to completely annihilate the opposition. This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too. Quick reflex is so important in a match like this.
Round we go, and driven down in a side slam.
Just breaking down the opponent.
Wait.
And shoulders up before a count of one.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought. Fast thinking saved him there. His adrenaline is pumping right now.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught. Enziguri finds its mark. Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down. The official
reverses the pin, shoulders down. Turns the tables, shoulders down. Able to turn it into a cover of their own. Beautiful. Might sneak one, shoulders up.
Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
And he had Braun's number there.
By the throat and driven down. Lining it up. Gonna cut it.
Well, with a cause for concern.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. Two. He kicked out at two.
Simply abnormal resilience from Breaker.
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes or the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief that his opponent is still in this.
Up and around. Down.
Pin. This could be it. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner.
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here, and they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it Extra Well Done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack! That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
It's not. Truth, you need to listen to me.
Good idea. You be the boss, and I'll be the enforcer, and go find some more WWE superstars to beat up under the banner of the NWO.
No, don't do that.
Okay, then you be the boss, and I'll be the idea man. Here's my first one. NWO pay-per-view. Location? The moon. All we need is a rocket. How hard do you think it'll be to take over NASA?
Listen to the words I am saying. This whole NWO thing is fake. I made it up. I'm just trying to destabilize Mutiny, that's all. None of this is real.
It's not real? It feels real to me.
It's not, though.
Okay, I understand. It's not real, because we still need to dream it into reality. And we will. Because it's out with the old and in with the new world order. You are inspiring.
And you are exhausting.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. It's just our truth that's the problem. And then I had to back him up or it would have blown my cover.
Well, we wouldn't want that. It'd be a real shame if I only had one massive insurrection to deal with. Now I'm losing superstars to two factions.
This is on me. I didn't expect it to work this fast. Impressive if you think about it. But I'll fix it. Don't worry. I know how to clean up my messes.
You need to end it. Now.
How about I end it next week? We've got some momentum. And I might have already paid for some things to make this NWO movement seem legit. Including a non-refundable deposit on an arena. Throwback set and all.
Fine. But only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback. And Mutiny too. So at whatever NWO show you're apparently putting on, you're gonna host an inter-brand fatal four-way. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and your fake New World Order.
It'll be a night to remember.
Just make sure when it's over, your NWO is forgotten.
And here's the NWO contingent, hoping for a too-sweet victory.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, and R-Truth, Maxine Dupree, and Axiom.
The NWO is headed toward the ring, and you can feel the intensity. They're clearly here to make a statement.
Right, Saxton. They're here to show that the New World Order isn't just a blast from the past. It's a powerhouse shaping the future.
4 factions, 1 ring, high stakes. This fatal 4-way is about to go off.
He is the apex predator of WWE.
Once a legend killer, now a living legend.
And his opponents, first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
One of the most decorated superstars on the roster today.
The Viper is showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, one reason for that, Corey, is that Randy Orton continues to evolve in the ring.
And that evolution, just one of many reasons Orton has laid hands on practically every title in WWE.
And he continues to keep his eyes locked on more.
One of the most methodical superstars in WWE. Every step he takes serves a purpose.
Yeah, Randy Orton is always thinking inside that ring and provides no reprieve from the gruesome attacks that he creates.
Always a threat with the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment, RKO.
Here comes the Austrian anomaly, Gunther.
A man with one purpose, to prove the mat sacred.
And representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
We are looking at the man who etched his name in the history books, becoming the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Once that bell rings, it really doesn't get more dominant than Gunther. No mercy is the name of the game.
And Gunther began his career in WWE proclaiming that the ring is sacred, and his accolades have proven just that. Everything Gunther does, how he competes, it's all about picking up a victory.
Winning is the only outcome for the ring general. Failure is not an option. He despises mediocrity. Here comes Finn Balor,
ready to pass judgment.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
A man with amazing high-flying skills, unmatched stamina, and a physique carved out of marble. It's good to be the Prince.
I find it amusing, Corey, that despite all those gifts you mentioned, he still requires constant backup in the form of the Judgment Day.
Is it Balor's fault that so many competitors want to sit under the learning tree of one of the greatest competitors of this generation?
If you ask me, he's not teaching them the right lessons. He's got all the skill in the world, but the Judgment Day never plays by the rules.
All you need to see are the titles, the main events, the accolades earned by the Judgment Day. Balor's teaching all the right lessons, and the Judgment Day has executed them to perfection.
Like him or not, Balor is still an extraordinary man, and we're about to see some extraordinary things. Each of these four has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's bold return set this whole powder keg off.
Right, Saxton, they came out swinging, but the ripples from that strike have put everyone on edge. Now it's about who can assert their dominance in this chaos on NWO's temporary home. Look out! Beautiful senton.
No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained big rewards.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Mistake, and that error could be costly. The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth. Punch right in the head.
Ooh, great anticipation. Front kick. He puts him into the corner. Drop kick. Slam!
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
Ooh. Enzuigiri finds its mark.
Pin, shoulders are down.
But is it enough?
Strong kick out there.
He's far from finished. I thought about
finds the roller. Surprisingly quick kick out.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic. That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
With the counter.
Vicious right forearm.
Oh, that'll rock you. Unpacks a well-placed punch.
Oh, strong impact. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. And it looked like Gunther was the one that cringed there. Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Clubbing blow.
Fought off with an elbow.
Slam. Lining it up. Gonna cut him. Spear. Can Gunther recover from that?
Here we go. Cover. Then Balor. Oh, clothesline.
Schoolboy Clyde to put this one away.
And a kick out at two.
What do you have to do to put this guy away? Inverted face lock.
Driven down with an elbow to the heart. Time to see what you're made of. Gut check by Finn.
And he's absorbed some stiff off.
Balor muscling hump is a part. 1916. Finn got all of it.
Into the cover. This might be it. That breaks the count. This match continues on.
Oh, man.
Oh, stop, stop, stop. Forearm smash after the stops. Gunther just can't seem to stop this offense.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Finn. Dribbling the opponent's head. Textbook O'Connor rolls.
O'Connor rolls. Turns it around and the shoulders are down.
Big win, toppling 3 competitors here tonight.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton!
This is a setback for the NWO. They came in with momentum, but just couldn't finish it tonight.
Right, Saxton. But it's a bump in the road, not the end of the journey. This could be just the wake-up call they need.
Tonight was a revelation. But let me be clear, it was not a revolution. The so-called NWO revival? Well, the truth is that it was nothing more than a hoax. I stand with Team Raw and SmackDown. Always have, always will. I apologize for the confusion. It was never my intention to let Raw and SmackDown superstars get caught up in this. I hope that you all can someday understand that I was fighting a much greater enemy. To everyone who thought they were part of something new, understand this. It was all a strategic ploy. The point? To reveal the weak spots in Mutiny's armor, to sort out the tough from the talkers. And guess what? It worked. They broke ranks as soon as they saw a shiny new toy. But now, my WWE friends, it's time to band together. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever's left of it. We all stand against Mutiny. We're not just prepared, we are united, and together we're unstoppable. Mutiny! You're in our sights, and we're coming for you. And R-Truth, my loyal soldier, listen up. The NWO adventure? It was a blast, but that chapter's over. We need to lace up for the real fight, the one right ahead of us.
I have to hand it to you. Reviving the NWO to draw out the weak links from Mutiny was genius. You really turned the tables on them.
And maybe found myself a disciple in R-Truth.
He was a wild card, but he helped make it believable. I don't think you would have managed to pry so many members of Mutiny loose otherwise. Their ranks are pretty solid.
Not as solid as they thought. We exposed some serious cracks.
That's true. And I gotta say, the way you played both sides was impressive. Could be a trick we keep up our sleeves.
Absolutely. With the chaos we've created,